So fear is faith in your enemy. Misplaced faith. Speaking of faith, I'm going to teach out of Hebrews 9, but I'm going to begin. You don't have to turn, just turn to Hebrews chapter 9. We're going to talk about faith and realities. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. So the universe is made up of two parts, right? What parts is that? The visible and the invisible, right? So the invisible is not what I see with these eyes or hear with these ears. That has to be done from the inside out. That which created the physical world was created by the invisible, right? So when God created the earth, He created man on the earth to have dominion under Him. He created the heavens for what? As His dwelling place. So the center of reality is what? God, right? He's the first cause. You go back, if something happens in your life, you say, well, sin caused it. Yes, but who's the first cause? You say, well, God's not the author of sin. That's true. But you got to go back to the first cause. Who created Satan? Right? God did. So, if you read the book of Job, what was Job's problem? His own righteousness, right? When he gets to the end, God goes over for several chapters. God tells him how great He is and points him out to who his God is because he didn't know his God. He never brings up his problem. You see what I'm saying? Everything that's happening in his life, why has this happened? No, let's change your focus. Who created? Who's the center of the universe? Who upholds the universe? The sun comes up, the sun goes down. Who causes it? I do. I didn't wind up the earth, the universe, like a clockwork mouse and go off and leave it. I'm the center. Man, when sin entered man loses his relationship and his knowledge of God. But God didn't go anywhere. He set up an altar. He set up a sacrifice, right? Which was the place of worship. Man was created in God's image to worship that God, to receive everything from that God and give it back to Him in praise and worship. Well, where is He? He's in heaven, isn't He? The book of Hebrews is how much better the new covenant is than the old. Now there's 8 chapters that go before 9, and you need to understand those. But it's about Christ and His finished work, what He has accomplished on our behalf, who He now is seated in the heavenly reality. He said, I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. In the Greek, there's no word for truth. In the Greek, the word truth is reality. So here's the reality in flesh of the invisible half of the universe. He's now seated in a body in the invisible half. Well, therefore, He's reigning, isn't He? If He's seated on the throne, who reigns? Right? The King who sits on the throne. He said His King was within us, isn't it? Righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. But anyway, let's go here. This is about worship, right? Which is what we're about. Our whole life, every thought, word, deed, everything you do is an act of worship. It's not done on Sunday morning at covenant meal time, or Sunday evening, or any other time. It's every moment, every waking moment, every thought, every word, every deed is an act of worship. So we receive everything from Him who is the source, and we give it back to Him in praise. Right? It's called worship.